studio and gallery for professional artists with individual challenges. Project Onward was founded in the summer of 2004 as a Gallery 37 pilot program for 8 artists who aged out of the local youth job training programs offered by Gallery 37 and had no opportunities to advance their artistic careers. In 2013, after several years of growth, Project Onward moved to a professional artist studio and gallery in this very building, the Bridgeport Art Center. The space includes 3 galleries and a studio customized to the needs of the organization's growing artist membership. I encourage you to meet all of the artists if you haven't already. I don't think it needs to be said, but I think we can all agree the art is fantastic, it's wonderful, and what a talented group of people. As I mentioned, we've had the pleasure of working with ComEd recently, and Parmashari and her organization sponsored the Path of the Arts. Neighborhood Council 75 years in service, and tonight they are showing what it means to support another organization without their help, especially in this economy, as we all know what's going on downstate and across the country, coming out of Washington. It's more and more difficult to support endeavors like this, and I think we can all agree how important this one is. So, I mentioned we're in Bridgeport. Welcome to Bridgeport, everyone. And I think we should now introduce the person who embodies all that is good about Bridgeport, White Sox. What else can I say, Chairman? Introduce a dear friend to all of us. Chairman of the Finance Committee of Cook County, the Commissioner of Cook County, and the Committee Committee Love Board, John Daly.
I really want to thank you for your commitment to this project, but also your commitment to the city of Chicago. You have served the city well in so many projects, and to Project Onward, the artists, I congratulate you and commend you for your fine work. Jerron, you're the best. And this is a great program. But again, a short distance from here, just around the block, ComEd is building a new plant. And it shows their commitment to this community and to the city. But to again, this city is much better because of your hard work and your dedication to so many programs throughout the city. Thank you very much.
Another Bridgeport native, someone who embodies the spirit of all that is good as well, the Alderman of the 11th Ward, Patrick Thompson.
And I want to thank you for your help and commitment to our community, for all you do with the Back of the Arts Council, your staff. Thank you very much to South Chamber of Commerce for participating tonight. To ComEd, thank you very much for everything you've done for this community, what you continue to do for this community. As the Commissioner mentioned, your new training facility down the street will bring in thousands of employees and visitors to our community, which will enhance our commercial corridor down 35th Street, down Morgan Street, down Austin Street, and it's the employees and commitment from Commonwealth Edison that's going to make that happen. So I want to say thank you on behalf of our community. I also want to congratulate Project Onward. As Commissioner mentioned again, the artwork that's around here will be, Sandra mentioned, will be displayed at the new training facility to display this great artwork and the talent for the kids, or the men and women of Project Onward. And you can see the great talent that they have by the postcards that they have passing around. So I want to congratulate Project Onward. And thank all of you for coming out and supporting this. And thank you for supporting our community. I want to thank the Bridgeport Art Center for hosting and all of the servers. Thank you very much.
Before I bring up the person of the hour, I'd like to recognize a couple of distinguished guests, elected officials. besides Commissioner Daly and Alderman Thompson. I don't know if he's here, but Alderman Ray Lopez is here or scheduled to be here. Alderman Michael Scott of the 24th Ward, Alderman Danny Solis, and Ella Zian, liaison for Alderman George Cardenas of the 12th Ward. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you, as I said, the person of the hour, Ann Pomajeri. I think most of you know about her credentials and her accomplishments. The fact that she has 5,700 employees that she manages. The fact that she's the first woman to hold such a position in such a large company. I can go on and on and on. I think most of you know that about her. But I think it's worth noting that she is a champion of causes like tonight's. She supported our organization. I've seen a number of colleagues around the room whose organizations have been supported by ComEd. They don't have to do it, but they're a great corporate citizen and they do it. And I think tonight exemplifies what their support means to people that really, truly need it. So I think that she is worthy of our applause because of her leadership and the recognition of what needs to be done here in our communities. Thank you so much, Ann Pomajeri.
Good evening. Good evening. How is everybody? Great. Is this a great space, a great event? I want to thank you all for being here and helping us celebrate our newest partnership with the Bridgeport Art Center and with Project Onward. We just couldn't be more excited about this. This is tremendous. It is beyond a street that I owe a great debt of gratitude to Paula Conrad, ComEd's Director of Corporate Affairs. And to Rob Lenz, the Executive Director of Project Onward. Right here. They've done tremendous work, and I think the partnership is truly inspired, but I also believe that it was a partnership that was somewhat destined to be. While it may not appear so on the surface, we have much in common between ComEd and the Bridgeport Art Center. Bridgeport Art Center took old and discarded space, the old Spiegel catalog warehouse, and turned it into a place of creativity and impact. And Bridgeport Art Center is as well as fully embedded into this community. ComEd, too, is taking long unused space at 35th and Iron and turning it into a state-of-the-art training center, creating jobs and developing our workforce of the future right here in Chicago, in Bridgeport. And we also share the Bridgeport Art Center's vision of being embedded in and fully committed to the community. So we're delighted to be here. We're moving into the neighborhood. So we plan to open the ComEd Training Center in January next year. It's our very first training center that we built in the city of Chicago, and only our second training center in our 125-year history. And our vision is, as I said, to embed ourselves in the neighborhood as much as possible. We're building this training center with diverse and local talent. 89% of the construction dollars are being spent with diverse and Illinois suppliers. We're looking to partner with local restaurants to feed the many trainees. We'll move through our halls. We're working with a partnership with CPS to find some high school students who are interested in our skill sets, to provide training and mentorship to them. But tonight we're celebrating our premier partnership with Bridgeport Art Center and Project Onward. So currently there's 60 artists in Project Onward's program. They range in age from the early 20s to the early 70s, and they hail from over 30 Chicago neighborhoods and several suburbs. Ultimately, the work of the artists that you see here tonight will be showcased in ComEd's new training center, bringing these artists into the ComEd family. But the artwork will make one important stop before it gets to our training center. We're going to take this artwork down to Springfield, to our capital, to showcase the work to the policymakers in the state of Illinois. We're very excited about that.
Don't forget the governor.
And the governor is do that. And I can tell you, it is beautiful work. If you haven't had a chance to go around the room, you must. It is beautiful, moving work, and we are just so excited. So, we have a chance to meet the audience. Let me introduce them to you. James Allen, give him a hand. Pedro Basante. Ruby Bradford. Kareem Davis. William Douglas. Andrew Hall. Adam Hines. David Holt. Sabian Lavender. Blake Lenoir. Mo Mansour. Fernando Ramirez. Sheila Smith. Ricky Willis. Lucy Woodhouse. And George Zuniga. We're grateful to all of you for your wonderful, wonderful work. We're so excited to have it at our training center. We're looking forward to it. A final thanks to my dear friend Craig Chico. He's just a wonderful advocate for the community. Thank you all. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Anthony. And now I have the pleasure of introducing the inspiration behind this project. Although I have not had the pleasure of meeting Rob, I do know that he's the executive director of Project Onward and an alumni of the School of Art of the Art Institute of Chicago. Just one more minute, please. Come on, Rob. I want you to hear everything he has to say. Over a decade ago, Rob was working in Gallery 37 with a small group of Chicago public students with emotional disabilities. We realized that as these students got older, they would age out of existing programs and would stop creating art. From a small classroom in Gallery 37, Rob created what you see around here this evening. I think Rob deserves a great round of applause. Please welcome Rob.
Thank you. What a great party. All right, thank you all for coming. I want to thank Craig for the great introduction and Ann as well for very kind words about Project Onward. Most of all, I want to thank Ann for this amazing project. It's given our artists and our staff a whole new appreciation for what we accomplish in the neighborhood and in the city of Chicago. And Andy and Craig both spoke very eloquently about Project Onward's mission to support artists with disabilities. But our partnership with ComEd is a great example of how we put our mission into action. Project Onward is more than a charity. It's a workplace where professional makers, our artists right here, create a product with intrinsic value. And they work hard, right? You guys work hard, huh? So the ComEd Training Center anticipates both the changing technology and the new workforce of the 21st century. And by investing in Project Onward, ComEd is demonstrating not only the commitment to its community values, but also the recognition that the 21st century requires all kinds of work from all kinds of people. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, legislation that paved the way for equal access and equal rights for individuals with disabilities. But it takes more than a law to change the world. It takes actions by people who matter. The Training Center project is just such a step. It puts a premium on the skills, the abilities, and the interests of people who have something to say, regardless of their disability. Granted, embracing an unconventional way of working is a risk. It requires you to look beyond what you think you know and imagine the possibilities. After all, we think we know a lot of stuff about how the world works, about the people around us. Yet we're constantly surprised or disappointed or even outraged when things don't turn out the way we planned. If there's one thing I've learned in 11 years of Project Onward, it's to look beyond what I know and have faith in the creative process, no matter what. Some very important people in this room have taken this leap of faith with me. Among them, Paul Conrad. Paul saw the possibilities of the partnership between Project Onward and ComEd, and you can see the result. And I have to thank Paul Levy, who is really the founder of the feast here. Paul's a true visionary who invested in Bridgeport before Bridgeport was cool. Who embraced the ragtag band of Project Onward heroes when we needed a space 2 years ago. And Paul's a tireless advocate for our organization, including bringing us together with Paula to spark the project that you see realized before you. I also want to thank the board of directors of Project Onward, many of whom are here today. I want to thank the staff of Project Onward, Mark Jackson, who started this project with me 20 years ago. Robin Jablonski, and the amazing Sandra Tanza. Most of all, I want to thank the artists for Project Onward. You guys are amazing. You are amazing, you're inspiring, you're the reason we're all here tonight. So I want to echo Ann's comment that you should introduce yourselves, get to know the artists. They will tell you about their work. It's an amazing experience to get to know these artists. They have a lot to offer. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to allow us to do that. I also invite you to find out more about Project Onward. There are postcards with the images near the artwork that you see on display. Please visit our website, projectonward.org, and you can find out more about these artists and all the artists that we work with. Also the events that we do around the city, which are many. We try to come up with as many opportunities as possible for people to engage with our program and with our artists and to have an impact. So we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that. So thank you all for coming. I really need the world of Project Onward, and I think we'll hand it back to Greg.
Once again, I want to thank Jerry and the ComEd family for the support of this organization, the support of all of our communities, and the support of the city of Chicago. Rob Lyons for his inspiration and what he's done in the work he does. Thank all of you for being here. And how about one last round of applause for our talented